Hey guys, welcome to layout extension idea number 2. Um, I will appreciate any opinions and suggestions you might have on this. Um, if you haven't seen my other video about a layout extension idea, let me give you a quick rundown. Basically, this over here is my old layout, and I'm going to tear everything off of it, and I already started, and I'm going to use the bench work to make an extension for my new layout. I come up with a plan already. My previous video had a plan of, well, this is what it looked like. Just a quick recap in case you already saw the other video. But here is the track plan of my layout I have right now, minus there's a couple slight changes, but it's still relatively the same. And that mountain right there is this corner up here. So that's how we're situated. So I have this area over here to use, and my first plan was this, which would fit right beside here, and this turnout would have been right in here somewhere and curving off to that way into this section. But anyways, after that video I had a lot of opinions and suggestions and comments, and I appreciate all those. Some people liked that idea, some people didn't, and I had some suggestions on maybe using this area as a basically like a switching part of it. Put a number of industries and everything in there, and use it for switching. And I also had a couple suggestions on maybe being able to tie it back into the layout somewhere over here and be an extension of the main line, basically. So I had a couple of those suggestions, and I've been trying to come up with different ideas, and I'm really at a loss for making it like a switching section. I really had a hard time coming up with plans, because believe it or not, like, there's not as much room here as you think. And by the time I get a couple here, then there wasn't even enough room for maybe a runaround track, or you know, room to back locomotives up enough to be able to get other cars in. You know, it really was, I really couldn't fit much in there, to be honest with you. Maybe one or two, and then, you know, Vinny suggested maybe I could have just one large industry on this, which would be feasible. I didn't really do too much with that, because I kind of wanted to do more than just one thing with all this area. But thanks anyways for that suggestion, Vinny. And Brian, he was one that suggested about tying it back in and making it a larger main line, basically. And I had a number of people agreed or liked his idea too. So I finally come up with a plan for that. Now bear with me on this. This is going to probably get a little crazy, but here's what I come up with. There's going to be two sections. This is how I'm going to use the bench work that I have over there when I take it apart and rearrange it. And so show you here. This here is part of the layout that I'm building now, the new one, which is this, would be this section here, or this section going to the engine facility. That's what these two lines represent here. What I was planning on doing with if I use this idea is I'm going to put a turnout right here. Now this is a right-hand turnout. It's actually will be a left-hand turnout, but I don't have one of them to lay here to show you. But I will piece a left-hand turnout here, and it will branch off right here. And of course, I will have to either get rid of this because it would sit back here. I'll either have to get rid of this and either move it up further, or excuse me, or get rid of it. Shorten these tracks. I would probably just get rid of this engine facility, maybe put something else in here. Shorten the tracks, put something else in here. Maybe get rid of these, I don't know. But anyways, the line will come across here, and that's where it will connect into the extension, going that direction, which would be right here. It would be coming, the turnout would be here, and it would be coming across, and it would hit the extension right there. And if we're facing this direction, that's how it would be. And would come around, and it would split into two, and basically be a double main line all the way around to here. Now, these are just kind of thrown in here. I didn't know what all I wanted to do, but you know, I have some area here that could be another engine facility, anything else, you know, any type of industries. And I got these branching off, and I got a couple going this way and a couple going this way. I do have one crossover here. I don't know, I might, if you guys think I might need another one somewhere, but also it breaks off here, and it breaks off there, and comes in here and does a bunch of different things. I don't know if that's too much in one area or thrown together, but that's kind of what I come up with there. Let me know what you think about that, if I need to alter something a little bit. And also, I have all this open area here I don't really know what to do with, or how to get anything in there. Maybe you guys can see something that I don't. But anyways, give me a minute. I'm gonna step away, or step on the other side of this layout, and continue with the rest of this explanation. Okay, here I am. I'm back. Now this is what we're talking about, and if you're standing here, that would be the perspective of it, right like that. But anyways, what I was getting at, as you see, this main line, double main line, stops right here at the edge of this table, which would be roughly right where this paintbrush is sticking out. That's where the table will end, right there, and that's roughly where the double main line will be coming across, and that's where the end of it is. Now, I'm also, this section here, this whole area, just imagine that there's nothing here. This is all going to be cleaned out. For this section, come up with this, and it'll be in there just like that. That's a, you know, each square represents 1 square foot, so, you know, 2 feet wide up there by 4 feet long, and then whatever, 2 feet wide here, and 6 feet or 8 feet, you know, depending on how you want to look at it. But depending on how, you know, you look at whether it's going to be, the bench work will be in like table sections, modular sections, or what. But basically this is what I come up with here. And these 2 lines up top here, right there, sorry, it's hard to do this one-handed. Those 2 lines there will actually be coming off of these 2 lines here where my cool facility is. And it will come around, and it, as you see, it's a double main line with one turnout there going to whatever I want to put there. But anyways, as you see, the double main line ends down here at the bottom. That will be roughly right in this area. Now, it will connect with the other one. Now I measured it out, it's roughly 7 feet span from there right across to where it will be here. And I'm going to put a 7-foot lift out section just wide enough for the two tracks. And I will do it that way because basically right where I'm standing behind me is my entrance to my house. So when I'm running trains, I can stick that in there and run some trains. When I'm not running trains, I can just lift it out and stick it somewhere out of the way. But if I do it that way, sorry, this is going to be a longer video than I thought. If we're standing here, okay, there's my existing layout that I'm building. If you kind of overlap it like that, and this is just crude, that turnout that I would install would come off right here and go across and connect with that. That's where it would connect with that, come around. And this would connect right around here. And as you see, this would be my 7-foot gap where I'm just going to put a lift out section. And I mean, you can give me some ideas what to do with that, but basically what I come up with, I just want something really simple, and I figured just use a couple 2x4s standing up lengthwise so there's no bow or give to it, and just use some OSB on top of it, and then I can just lift it right out of the way, or I can duck under it to get under into other parts of my layout at the same time. But anyways, that's kind of what I come up with. And the main problem with this idea though is my coal plant. Obviously I can't have the main line running right through the middle of that. I mean, I guess I could and get away with it. It'd be kind of ridiculous. Plus, if I would run like double stack intermodals or something like that, or even car carriers. It's just they won't fit through there. They won't fit under there. So I would have to relocate that coal facility, which isn't a problem right now because there really isn't a whole lot done as far as this area yet. So now would be a good time if I plan on moving it, and I can just cover up some of the area that I was going to use there. I could just use some ground cover, foliage, whatever, vegetation, and just continue, basically just look like the rest of the rock wall or background scenery. But anyways, sorry for this being so long. I didn't expect it to be. But anyways, that's what I'm kind of looking at on this idea. Let me know what you think. I like this idea better than my first idea, mainly because I really like the idea of being able to extend basically the main line for longer runs. If I could do that, this is what I want to do. That'd be great. I like that idea. And there, like I said, there is a little bit of switching that I could do, but not a whole lot. But anyways, that's it, guys. I'm gonna quit blabbering right now and let you guys tell me what you think. Alright guys, I'll talk to you in the next video, and have fun running some trains.